Yo, what is up, guys? This game, Bradley Beal just went off. I think he has a 95-3 now. As you can see, him with that 3 right there. But he is just absurd in the game so far. Him and John Wall, probably second favorites, Clay and Curry in this game. It's probably my two favorite teams to use, really, in the game. I'm pretty ass with the Cavaliers. I know it sounds weird, but I just cannot find like a scheme for them to use that's just dominating. Miller's shot is like untimable, and then Kevin Love is streaky. LeBron just came back, so I might try them again. J.R. Smith, I couldn't shoot with any Knicks players this year, and as you guys know, last year the Knicks were my main team last year, so that makes no sense as well. So no point using them for me this year, but I'm gonna try them out later again and see if I can come up with a scheme for that team, because I'm thinking a nice lineup would be LeBron, Shumpert, or not LeBron. Kyrie, JR, LeBron, Kevin Love, and Thompson, and then bring Shumpert off the bench, and we'll see what we can do with that. But yeah, this game was pretty wild. A lot of people have been using the Trailblazers as of late. I mean, all year really. Lillard is such a glitch. Aldridge can hit a 3. I guess he's shooting like 40-something% in real life, so they bumped his 3 up to like 80-something. But we all know the real reason is because of Damian Lillard and how abusive he is in this year's game. He's probably the best point guard and definitely a top 5 player as well. And the Wizards are pretty solid. I like their bench too. They have Otto Porter, who's pretty underrated. Garrett Temple is okay, but the real gem on their bench is Russell Butler, who's just a beast when it comes to 3-point shots. I think he has an 87-3 or something around that, and a pretty easy jumper as well, as Beal finishes the lob right there. And Beal and Wall, man, I mean, they could take over a game. And then sometimes, just because the shooting is so streaky and so bad, it's just like some games you really can't do anything with them, because if you're not making your jumpers in this year's game, if you're a shooter like I am, it's hard to win. And I'm not really one of the players who likes to go to the rim non-stop. I've played people like that. I was playing a game, actually, I think like a week or so ago against someone at Gamer Saloon, and they did not take a jumper at all until like the fourth quarter, which is pretty crazy. They had the Bulls, and I've never seen them like that before in my life. But if you do use the Wizards, just use their default lineup. It's pretty simple. It's Wall, Beal, Pierce, Nene, and then Gortat. Good rebounding all around. I mean, Pierce is pretty cool, but he's getting older, so he's not as great as it used to be in 2K. And Beal is just sliding the game up. His shot used to be nice, and it's still nice now. It's taking about a week to get used to, but like I said, watch their feet, watch when they go forward. That's the release point, and that's what it works like for Beal. And that was pretty funny to watch. He dribbles out to the perimeter with Aldridge and gives it to West, who bull rushes to the rim for an one dunk. And that's just how people with the Blazers and Thunder play. Like, they will literally attack the paint all game. If it's not there, dribble back out, go back into the paint again. It's pretty funny to actually play against as well. But Pierce, this should be a blocking animation right there. That should be a blocking foul, actually. That is just needs to be taken out of the game. That ruins the flow of like a fast break or a pump fake. You really can't pump fake in this year's game, because you either get caught in animation or they don't jump at all. For instance, you keep you wide open in the corner with a shooter like Klay Thompson, for example, and a CPU defender won't even jump. It's just really absurd how many times they don't bite on it, compared to how they do in real life. But he comes back with a McCollum 3 right here, and McCollum, he has one of the easier shots in the game, actually. It's pretty simple. I would definitely recommend using him. I got the poster dunk right there with John Wall, though. John Wall was actually like Superman earlier in this year's game, because I don't know if you guys played with him, but he used to dunk on everyone. I remember he windmilled on Aldridge one game, poster in game. That was pretty nice to see. And Blazers bench actually holds them back, I believe. I'll show you my guys' timeout pattern, how I use timeouts to not use your bench. If you want to see that, let me know in the comments below. I try not to use my bench too much, but if you are one of those players, definitely recommend you try and check this out if I release it, because timeouts, if they're used right, you don't have to use your bench at all. Actually, that's how most money game players play with this pattern. I'll show you if you want it in the comments. Just let me know, and I come back with this Razul cut to the basket as I try to run play right here, and I get the cut because he's playing CPU defense. Look at that right there with Batum. And as you can tell, this was on Xbox, because they don't show who are using on defense on PS4. I don't know why it's different. I never really got a direct answer for that, but I remember it's been like that since at least 2K13. I don't know about 2K12 or 2K11, but I know it's been like that since 2K13. Get a nasty dunk wall right there. Putting the game away, up 11 at the moment, and he gets his Wes Matthews crazy dunk over John Wall. I was stuck in animation, really couldn't jump out of it, and the game's pretty much over from here. Pierce finishes it off with a nice baseline cut right there on the CPU defense, and to get those kind of cuts, you want to have your action on motion cuts as well, and I got the perfect release right there. But if you enjoyed it, drop a like and subscribe. I'm out. Peace.